Why would Halo fans be mad about a cookbook? This video is gonna dive into that, similar to my last video, in which the context was, why are Halo fans losing patience, or why have they lost their patience? Today we're gonna be talking about the infamous Halo Infinite cookbook. If you've been on Twitter and you follow Halo related stuff, you likely saw some people picking fun at the official @Halo brand Twitter account for talking about a cookbook in the current disastrous wake of Halo Infinite's everything. Of course, most of the people that I saw tweeting about it, or that got a lot of traction tweeting about it, were the people saying, hey, it's just a cookbook, and that doesn't really affect the development of the game. But nobody really thinks that the people writing the Halo Infinite cookbook are the same people fixing bugs, glitches, making maps and weapons. No one thinks that. At least they shouldn't. I guess if you are one of those people that thinks that the resources that went into that cookbook took away from the game, well, sleep well tonight knowing that that's not the case. There is no way that Microsoft, 343, and the companies involved here are so stupid as to take precious money away from video game development and put it towards a cookbook, so go ahead and put that right out of your mind. So why are people upset? Let's dive into that. They're not just upset about the cookbook. Anytime you see a fandom or a community or a group of people getting mad about something little, the first thing you should ask yourself is, what led up to this point? Things rarely go from 0 to 60, and oftentimes there's bumps and nudges along the way. The problem is that the @Halo Twitter account is completely tone deaf to the fans. While they have tweeted and spread the news about some important things regarding Halo Infinite's development, they also tweet things like this. It's kinda weird to have the @Halo Twitter account during Halo Infinite's really rocky start telling people to go play the MCC. It just seems weird for them to promote it at all. I mean, Halo Infinite fans want Griffball in Halo Infinite. They want more party modes in general inside Halo Infinite. They want more playlists. They want something that shows that they don't have to wait months at a time for content. But don't worry, the MCC is getting a playlist update that adds Griffball to social playlists. Nice. Then of course they have to tweet about the Halo TV show, which already has left a lot of longtime fans feeling disenfranchised, as it is a non-canon spin-off story that's more for people that play Madden at parties than people that play Halo. It's a Halo show for your parents. It's a sci-fi drama epic that's gonna be for people that don't care about the established Halo lore and canon that's been going on since 2000 between short films, novels, comics, and of course the games. Instead of this being a weird Elsewhere story about a lone ODST or just some random Spartan, the Halo show has tried to adapt Master Chief, and they've tried so hard to adapt him that the first thing they did in the first episode is show his face. Yeah, so it's not for Halo fans, and while I'm not saying it can't be its own thing, I'm saying the repercussion of it being its own thing is that Halo fans, a lot of them feel disconnected from it, and like the Halo brand is becoming more and more just to sell products. Enter the Halo Cookbook. The Halo TV show is a non-canon spin-off. The Halo Twitter account is talking about how you can go play more fun game modes on the MCC during Halo Infinite's rough patch, and then we have them tweeting about a cookbook you can buy. It just makes Halo's Twitter account feel tone deaf and sort of, I don't know, money hungry? They're also selling a Halo Encyclopedia art book thing as well, and they're also promoting that on the official Twitter page. So you have, go play the MCC, here's a non-canon spin-off Halo TV show for normies, and here is a book that you can use to recreate Halo recipes from, and here's a book that has a bunch of art in it. So here's some collector's items, a TV show, go play the MCC. And while I was scripting this video, they tweeted out this armor set. And they're all excited because this armor set is back in the store. So do you recognize this armor set, guys? How about now? Yeah, this was one of the first things in the store when this game officially released, during that big surprise multiplayer early access period, but not really, because we're still dealing with all the same problems pretty much from that early access period. So essentially we're still in early access here. Anyway, this is that armor set. And it cost $20 when it was first in the store, but now it is a cool, crisp, affordable $15. And I was playing Halo Infinite tonight. Yeah, this gameplay you're watching is new, by the way. I deserve some props, even though the gameplay's dog shit. Either way, there is no white shader in the game. I double checked. There's no white shader in the game, and yet they're selling this again proudly for $15, so go fuck yourself. People aren't mad about the cookbook. They're mad that the @Halo brand Twitter account is tone deaf as shit. While this franchise feels more and more cheap, more and more forgotten, more and more like a cash grab, more and more like nostalgia bait, it's very annoying to see them selling novelty stuff for collectors, promoting a TV show that's not really for fans, and then showing off the MCC and overpriced Infinite skins. Halo is tone deaf, and it's just bad PR. What you're witnessing on Twitter when people bitch about this is that it's bad PR. It's basically like Halo Infinite's a cruise ship, it's going down, it's sinking into the water, and the captain grabs the intercom and goes, "All drinks are currently half off." It's not relevant. It's silly to say something like that during a time where so many longtime fans were let down. Halo Infinite shouldn't have a full-priced physical release out there on store shelves, especially with how lackluster it is for full price. If you already have an Xbox or a PC, you can play the multiplayer, get Game Pass for the campaign. Do not go out and buy physical copies of a Halo game that doesn't come included with co-op options, any sort of firefight or forge options, where the multiplayer is already free. I mean, Halo Infinite was robbed of having a midnight release. There was no midnight release for Halo. I think it came live on my Xbox like 9 a.m. the following morning. Like, why? They didn't even want to recreate the hype of like, waiting for midnight to like hit start on the game. They had to release the multiplayer early as a big PR stunt with a big surprise, even though it was unfinished as shit and is still unfinished as shit. Then you have the campaign not even getting a midnight release anywhere as far as I could tell. Then you have the game looking the exact same, except for a lot more ugly cosmetics, having no new maps, no new power weapons, nothing new and substantial added to the game since it launched. And so when they're on Twitter going, "Hey, buy Paramount Plus, buy Cookbook, buy Artbook, go play the MCC, buy microtransactions," it's tone deaf. No one's mad about the Cookbook. They're mad, simply put, to summarize, the series isn't being handled with class or love. I mean, you can go ahead and pretend that Vanguard is the worst FPS game to ever release, and if that, helps you sleep at night, go for it. But Call of Duty Vanguard released with an empty store up until Season 1, other than the Call of Duty Endowment Pack where all the, proceeds went to vets. But it launched with an empty store, a ton of maps, a crappy PvE co-op mode, but a PvE co-op mode nonetheless, a campaign, and just, again, a wealth of multiplayer content, weapons, maps, progression, the ability to level up and unlock outfits for your operators through core gameplay. I mean, I'm not trying to start a war. I love Halo and Call of Duty, but I'm saying it must be really annoying to be a only Halo fan looking over at Call of Duty and seeing that they got massively respected. I mean, yeah, bugs and glitches and some gameplay decisions that are a little bit puzzling, but bugs, glitches, and puzzling gameplay decisions also describes Halo Infinite, so at least Vanguard was a full, traditional $60 product with a shit ton of content in it, and it's been getting content. Call of Duty is going to be into its Season 3 by the time Infinite gets into its Season 2. Vanguard's gotten entirely new game modes, it's gotten new weapons, it's gotten new maps, it's gotten new cosmetics in the store. Who gives a fuck about that last one? Hell, Vanguard's gotten new perks, new kill streaks, and new equipment. Is all of it balanced and perfect and really, really fun? Maybe not. But it shows effort. It shows that they're trying to pump out stuff for the product. We don't even have anything to complain about with Infinite in terms of post-launch content. You can't say, oh, that thing they added to Infinite is really bad, because they haven't added anything to Infinite. Nothing's changed. It's the same as it was. So, in summary, no one's mad about the Cookbook. See you when I see you guys. Goodbye.